Hi. I'm Fana Fett, Boba Fett's biggest fan, and I'm here today to talk about the past and future Snow White. Okay. This video will be on why I think so far what I watched of Snow White, the original, is good, and why the trailer doesn't, and why I think the new one will be bad. But first, I'm going to take a drink of this Snapple. A straw is handy for this helmet. I'm not taking this off. Oh, that tasted good. Okay, anyways. Okay, first of all, the first Snow White movie was good. The reason why I say that is for a few reasons. How the tone is set, the characters, and entirely most of it. I didn't watch the entire movie yet. I just watched I watched until the dwarves found out that it was Snow White sleeping inside their bed. What makes Snow White good is it's a timeless classic. To start first off, Snow White. It actually builds up a character, like in the book in the beginning. It reminded me a lot of Tom and Jerry with how the tone is set. That they combined into comedy and a fear and seriousness well. And I didn't find any complaints with it so far. The two scenes with the assassin when he was told to actually kill her. But I think one of my favorites is when he's gonna kill Snow White. This is like straight up dark. He has his face up like pure anger or something. About to stab Snow White when she's helping a baby bird. I never saw anything like that. I never did in media before I watched this movie. Honestly, that's pretty funny. I mean, not pretty funny, but pretty savage, but I think it has a lot of suspense. He's like, no, I can't kill you. Go. It works pretty well. And Snow White, she isn't weak, and I think it's relatable where she was in the woods and got scared pretty easily. Seeing things that aren't there, it works because she was seeing things and it moved realistically. And the dwarves were some good comedy in as well. And the scene where Snow White cleans is actually pretty nice. And I like the scene where the squirrels were going to sweep it on the rug and she's like, nope, I know what you're doing, don't do that. That's pretty funny. And I never watched the entire thing, but I'm kind of liking it. And if the new Snow White actress watches this video, I'm going to say this. I hate you. You don't deserve to be in this country. I'm not trying to be racist, but you literally made a post about hating group Donald Trump. That is reasonable. Donald Trump's, I won't go into that, but you're Disney. You're for kids. Donald Trump isn't for kids. You're making you're making Disney so political now that Donald Trump might as well be playing Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars reboot. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the trailer for the new movie. First of all, I don't like the inclusion of the inclusion of the political side where she's like, oh, we need to fight back. I feel like it doesn't work with her running and then being away from everybody. That makes absolute sense on her part. I just feel like the story's gonna be bad. the original movie, the timeless classic of Snow White, if we look at what the actress said, that it's not good, then we know that this movie's gonna be bad. Think of it. All the good parts of Snow White will be ruined. The reason why I think Snow White hiding works is because it kind of works. Where all this stuff's going to her instead of all of this. I like how they did in the movie, but in the trailer kind of think it doesn't make any sense. And with the prince, so far he wasn't stalking her. He heard of her, and if you even watch the movie, that I bet you didn't do, you know that she said in the well that if it echoes, your wish will soon come true. And do you know what her wish was? To find her true love. Coincidentally, the prince was there. It makes sense. I don't like the idea of this movie at all. I mean, the first one is a timeless classic. It's not even offensive. That is surprising because it was released in the 1930s of sorts. Back then, racism and all this sexism and offensive stuff entirely were the norm. So seeing something this so far that actually works, I'm actually happy with. And also, one thing that I want to tell you is that I wish the actress, they actually picked someone from Asian descent. I look at her facial structure and her eyes. It kind of looks like someone that's Asian to me. That would be a good idea. That would actually make a lot of sense. Better than this political scumbag that thinks that the movie, the remake, is gonna be better than the original. A remake, in the Disney terms, is supposed to be a Disney classic, but in live action. Nothing to change to do with the political stuff. That's what made Rey Skywalker bad, and you're doing the same thing like She-Hulk. Ryan Reynolds worked his butt off and got $1 billion from Deadpool and Wolverine. And do you know where most of that went? To your dumb movie. A successful movie. Oh yeah, and the CEO of Disney, I hate you as well. You were aware of the flops that were coming because of your movies. You are aware. But you're like, I'm just gonna do the same thing. It might work. No. It's like throwing a dart. It's like throwing a dart at a plane. Throwing a dart at a propane tank with an apple on top of it. You're aiming for the apple, but you always miss. And then soon, that apple will have so much holes that when you finally throw in a dart, the propane tank explodes. And then you die, that's the Disney company, knowing that you screwed up. And also, why did you do that to Boba Fett? Why did you call a ship the Fire Spray? The Fire Spray, it doesn't make any sense, because there's no flamethrowers or something that can shoot out fire. Laser weapons don't count. And I'm sorry about this tirade a little bit. I'll explain it in another video with more research. But, in conclusion, the Snow White remake is gonna be bad. We have a more pure evil version of Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that Kamala Harris isn't evil. I'm saying that the actress is evil, and that Snow White is a timeless classic, and do not bully it. And you better not do the same thing with Bambi. South Park already said that you put a hot chick in it and make her lame and gay. That's what you do. I'm not saying that Snow White will be gay in the movie. I'm just saying that you're gonna suck. This is gonna suck like Mufasa. I never watched that movie, but I hate the concept. I'll get into that into another video, but thank you. I was supposed to make this video on a Friday, that's tomorrow, but due to me having a snow day today at school, I decided, what the heck? I'll just give you something early. Oh yeah, and 30 of you subscribed, thanks, and the 30% of you that subscribed, thanks, and the 60% of you that aren't subscribed, could you please make that non-subscribed at least like a 30%? That'd be nice. Please and thank you. I want to build this channel up because when I grow up and we graduate from school, I want to make content for a living. And I hope you all have a good day. Oh yeah, and before I go, there's a poll for my 4th video. That's my next video. The options are the top things I hate about the Shredder, the top 5 things I hate about Fortnite, why Boba Fett became so popular, and why Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is one of the best villains of Marvel history of all time. So, don't forget to vote. There's only 3 people that voted, and I really want to make sure that everybody that what is the poll gets to that. So have a good day and like and subscribe.